In this video, I will show you how to send purchase events to Facebook offline conversions from Webhook response automatically. So we will copy the Webhook URL and paste in our e-commerce application so that whenever any sale happen there, the data of sale will be received here as a Webhook response and the same transaction data will be uploaded as a purchase event in Facebook offline conversions automatically. Want to learn how you can also automate this process? Come with me and I will show you everything step by step. So this is my Facebook account and I'm taking an example of WooCommerce. So basically I'm going to paste my Webhook URL in WooCommerce so that the sale data can be captured as a Webhook response, and then I'm going to upload the same sale data, the transaction data, to Facebook offline conversion. Now for Webhooks I will use this software called as Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing integration and automation software. I am an existing user of Pabbly Connect, so I'm already logged in here. You can create your free account in Pabbly Connect in just 2 minutes from this sign up free button, and in the free account you will also get free tasks to test these kind of amazing automation. Now once you will log in and reach out to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, click on this blue button that is create workflow and then provide a random name to your workflow, to your automation. So I have directly pasted the name as send purchased events to Facebook offline conversions from Webhook response. Now it is asking to select the folder. So I want to create my automation workflow in this main workflows folder. So I have selected the same, clicking on create, and then you will notice 2 boxes. So these boxes are called as trigger and action, and here the trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So whenever something happen in your first application, then automatically do this in your next application. Okay, so in this way you need to always choose your applications in this trigger and the action window in which you are building an automation. Okay, so according to our use case, I want that whenever any new sale is made in my e-commerce software, that data should be received as a Webhook response, and then the same data should be sent automatically to Facebook offline conversions. Okay, so here I have selected Webhook and it has provided me a Webhook URL. So basically I'm going to paste this Webhook URL in my WooCommerce application so that I can receive the sale data here. But before I do that, let me tell you one more very important thing. It is not compulsory that you connect WooCommerce with Pabbly Connect with the help of Webhook only. You can even search for WooCommerce here directly. Yes, WooCommerce already have a direct integration with the Pabbly Connect, so you can directly select a WooCommerce. I'm taking an example of WooCommerce so that I can show you how with the help of Webhook URL you can connect any application and capture the data here. So let me once again search for the Webhook, and in this way you will receive the Webhook URL from Pabbly Connect. You just need to copy this Webhook URL and paste into that application whose data you want to capture here. Okay, currently I want to capture this WooCommerce data. Okay, so firstly I'll click on the settings option and then I'll search for the Webhooks option here. Now click on this advanced section in case of this WooCommerce and directly search for the Webhooks. Alright, this is the option of Webhooks. Scrolling down, alright, it has not clicked. I'll have to click here once again, that is Webhooks option, and here I'm going to create a new Webhook in front of you. Okay, so this is the option, basically this is the section of Webhook. Clicking on this add Webhook button, and then here I'm going to paste the very same URL which I have actually got via Pabbly Connect. So this is the delivery URL option. You can notice here you will have to paste the same Webhook URL. Now you will have to provide the name also. So how about I provide the name something like connection with the Pabbly, asking for the status. So you will have to change it from disabled to active, and in case of topic, whatever the data you would like to capture, you will have to select that specific topic. Okay, so I would like to capture the order data. Basically whenever a new order is created in WooCommerce, the data should be captured via Pabbly Connect. So I have selected the same topic. Now I'll click on the save Webhook button, and as soon as the Webhook saved successfully here, you will notice a blank response will be received along with the Webhook ID. That means the Webhook URL is saved successfully. Now click on this recapture Webhook response button once again and read the instructions. It is saying now log into the application where you have added the Webhook URL and do a test submission record so that the data can be recorded here in the Webhook. webhook response. Okay, so basically it is asking to do a test submission or record, and here the test submission is going to be placing of a new order in WooCommerce store. Okay, so because the webhook URL is saved here, that means the connection in WooCommerce and Pabbly Connect is done. Now as soon as I am going to place an order here, the same order data will be received here as a webhook response via Pabbly Connect. Alright, so this is my WooCommerce store. How about I place the order for this white round neck t-shirt? Clicking on this proceed to checkout, and using some dummy information I'm going to place an order. Okay, so the first name I have provided as demo, the last name as the user, company name is Pabbly, country as India, street address is Premier Orchard, random apartment, city as Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh. Here I have also provided a dummy phone number and a dummy email address, that is demouser1234@pabblytools.com. Clicking on this place order, and as soon as the order is successful here, you will see the same sale data will be received here as a webhook response, basically the same order data. Okay, so waiting for that, fingers crossed. And here you can notice the response is received immediately. Let me show you the details one by one. Here we have the ID, here we have the status as processing, here we also have the currency. Let me show you other details. We also have the date of order placement, we also have the amount of the order, we also have the address, the company name, even the last name and the full name of the person, basically the first name of the person, the same dummy email address and the phone number. Okay, so the presence of this data clearly shows that the connection in between WooCommerce and Pabbly Connect is working absolutely fine, and it was possible with the help of this URL, basically webhook URL. Okay, so now onwards what will happen, every time a new sale is made in our WooCommerce store, the details will be captured via Pabbly Connect instantly, because this trigger will instantly capture new incoming data and the workflow execution will start in real time. Okay, so in this way the first step of our automation is done. Now moving further, I want to upload the same transaction data to Facebook offline conversion. So that is why I will be searching for the same application, that is Facebook offline conversion. And just like with the help of webhook URL, we have connected WooCommerce and Pabbly Connect. Now I'm going to connect to Facebook offline conversions with the Pabbly Connect. Okay, so firstly I will select the action event, that is send offline purchase event. So yes, I want to perform the same, upload offline transaction data to an offline purchase set. Alright, so clicking on connect, then clicking on add a new connection, clicking on this button, and then you will have to provide the access of your Facebook account. But because I'm already logged in my Facebook account, so it is not asking me for the permission, for the access. The authorization is successful directly and my Facebook account is connected with the Pabbly Connect, and the very first thing it is asking to select the business. Okay, so because we are connected, whatever the businesses are available inside my Facebook account have started visible here. Let me even show you the same. Clicking on this profile picture, then clicking on this Meta business suite, and then I'm going to select a specific business name from here. Okay, so let me close this landing page. Alright, so select a business. I will be selecting this Michael Kara's business. Coming back to my Facebook account, and here we are into the Meta business suite. Now I will be searching for the same business name, that is Michael Kara's. Okay, waiting for that. Where is that? Alright, so this is the business account named with Michael Kara's. Now clicking on this business settings option, and here you will find an option of data sources. Okay, so click on this arrow button, and once again you will find an option of offline event sets. Okay, so you will be able to see your offline event data here. Exactly, I'll be selecting this test event for video. Okay, coming back to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, so I have already selected the business. Now it is asking to select the offline event set. So I have just told you that I am about to select this test event for video. Okay, so let me select the same, asking for the first name, last name, and lot of other details. So I'm going to provide the data in these fields one by one, and the interesting thing here is I'm not going to manually copy the above data one by one and paste below again and again. I'm going to map this data, which will help this data to be replaced automatically. Yes, if you will map this data, the data will be replaced automatically. Okay, mapping is very simple. Click on this field and you will find the above data here in the drop down. Search for your preferred received data, that is the first name of the person, and select that, and in this way it will be mapped. Now you must be thinking, what is the importance of mapping? Why we are mapping this data? Why we are not adding it manually? Okay, so whatever the details we will map here from the drop down, these details will be replaced automatically when our automation will work in real time or in next time. Okay, I'm repeating this thing once again, that these details will be replaced automatically. Okay, but if I will specify any detail manually here, that detail will remain same with every new sale. Okay, so that is why mapping plays a major role inside this automation, and this is the difference in providing the values via manually and via mapping. Now it is asking for the email address. Let me search for the same. Further it is asking for the city, state. Well, I remember that we do have this data in our response. Okay, so how about I search the data one by one, and one by one I'm going to map this data. All right, asking for the state. Okay, yes, we do have the state as well. Asking for the zip code. Let me search for the same. All right, it is mapped successfully. Asking for the country as well. Give me a second. Let me search for India. Alright, so I have mapped the country. Asking for the currency. Okay, remember we have also captured this currency data. Let me map the same. Asking for the value of conversion event. Okay, so here you will have to provide the value of the conversion, means the sale amount. Alright, so let me search for the same. Well, I remember the total amount was of 1000 rupees, so I have added the same. Asking for the event name it is, so I am going to select the purchase event only because I am sending the same data. Asking for the event time, well, I can provide the event time from this date section, but the problem here is it is asking for the time in this timestamp format, not into the normal date and time format. Okay, so I will have to convert my order date in this particular format, and that is possible. That is very easy with Pabbly Connect. Before your Facebook offline conversion application step, click on this plus icon and search for the date and time formatter feature, which is an amazing feature of Pabbly Connect, via which you can apply different kind of operation within your date, within your automation. Now it will ask you to select the action event. So because I just wanted to format the date along with the time zone, that too into the timestamp format, so I have selected the same, clicked on connect, and it is connected successfully. Now finally it is asking for the date. So again I am going to map this date from the drop down. Let me search for the same, and here we have the created date. Asking for the from format as well as the to format. So here we have the from format as YY, DD, MM, then T, HH, MM, SS. Okay, so I think the same format has got selected automatically. Asking for the to format, so remember it is asking for the timestamp format, so I'll be selecting the same. All right, so here I am selecting this timestamp format. Asking for the time zone, so because I'm not doing any time conversion, so I'll be selecting the same, that is Asia Kolkata. In both the cases, that is into the from time zone as well as into the to time zone. Okay, let me search for the same, that is Kolkata. Give me a second. All right, so I have added the same. Clicking on this button save and send test request and waiting for the response to be received. Well, here you can notice the response is received. Let me show you the result, and here we have the same date and time into the timestamp format, which I am going to map here. But if you will click on this field, you won't be able to access the recent data. All right, I will have to check whether it is showing the data or not. No, it is not showing. So before that, simply refresh your field. Basically, you will have to click on this refresh fields button, and in this way you will be able to access the recent data as well. Scrolling down here, and once again I'll be searching for the same data. Okay, click on this field, and again you will find the above data here in the drop down. Map it, and in this way it will be done. Asking for the custom data key, well, it is not a mandatory field, so I'm leaving it blank. Asking for the custom data value, again I'm leaving it blank. Asking for the content type, so because yes, we have made a sale of product only, so I'll be selecting the same. Asking for the order ID, well, I'll have to check whether I have any order related data, any order ID or not. So yes, we do have the order ID. Asking for the item number. Okay, so once again I am going to check the data from this response, and let us check whether we have any ID or not. So first of all, we have this parent ID. Let me directly search for the ID here. And yes, we do have the item ID as well. Alright, so I have mapped it. Clicking on this button, save and send test request after providing all the data, waiting for the response. Well, here you can notice it is saying success, going back to my business settings. And here I am clicking on this open in events manager and will wait for the very same data to be updated, very same purchase data to be updated. Okay, selecting the same event, that is purchased event set. Well, currently I cannot see any event data, so I will wait for few more minutes or maybe for at least 1 hour. Then I will come back and will recheck whether the purchased event data has been updated here or not. So after waiting for 20 minutes, here you can notice the same offline transaction data has been uploaded here automatically to my Facebook offline conversion application. Now onwards, you can also automatically upload the transaction data and optimize your Facebook ad campaigns accordingly. You just need to create this automation workflow inside Pabbly Connect. Once after that, you can sit back and relax because Pabbly Connect will take care of all the tasks in the backend. You do not have to do anything manually. And if you want to access this 3-step automation workflow inside your Pabbly Connect account, I will also attach the link of my automation workflow into the description box. So simply click on this link, sign up for free into the Pabbly Connect, and then you will be able to access the same 3-step workflow inside your own Pabbly Connect account, that too for free. Not just these applications, you can integrate multiple applications and automate your business with Pabbly Connect. You can ask your queries at forum.pabbly.com. My team will surely answer to your questions. This is the website of Pabbly Connect, and for the latest updates of Pabbly Connect and unique automation ideas, you can join our Facebook group, that is formget.deals. If you have found this video helpful in any way, share it with your friends and colleagues and also help them to automate their business. Like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video.